Hey everybody, Brett here. Day 132 of my carnivore diet journey. And I'm coming to you not with a green screen this time, but with actual Cozumel. That is the beach and the ocean behind me. I don't think the sound of the waves is going to come through. But yeah, so we're here. We're at the point where my original goal of losing like 32 and a half pounds by June 22nd, that was my original goal 132 days ago. Right now we are at 82.6 pounds. That means that I did in fact hit my most recent goal to be 250 pounds by June 22nd. I am amazed. I am ecstatic. I am like, I can't believe that this actually happened, but it did. So, this morning I woke up and I was 250.0 pounds, exactly on my number. So, I mean, that obviously took a lot of work, a lot of willpower, a lot of restraint. In certain areas, not eating actual, not eating the carbs, the veggies, the proteins, not drinking the alcohol, doing all those things, and it worked. So this diet works. There's no doubt about it. So this week is going to be a little different. I am at a resort. It is an all-inclusive. So, I did have a Jim Beam on the rocks tonight. Right, I had that actually not even tonight, but earlier today, about 5 o'clock, 5:30, before dinner, and it was good. I enjoyed it. Dinner, I had some roasted chicken, some, I don't know how it was cooked exactly, some beef. Some fish, and some pork, some roasted pork. So that's what I had for the most part. I also had a little bit of rice, and I had a little bit of an egg. We did the buffet that was here tonight. It was just really easy for tonight. So we did that tonight, and it was an Asian buffet. So like the beef, I picked out of something else. The fish had other stuff with it, but I didn't eat that. So I'm not making myself be as strict as I have been over the course of the last 132 days, but I'm not going to go crazy. There's M&Ms over there on the counter. There's a thing of Pringles on the counter. They stick stuff in the room. Those are not going to get eaten, not by me. So, it'll be other little things and little bits. So I did eat a good amount for dinner. Probably a little too much. I felt like I felt like I was getting full, and I just immediately stopped because I didn't want to get too full. But then I realized I must have eaten a little faster than I thought, and I was full. I was a little over full. But it wasn't terrible, and that's going to happen from time to time. But and when we got here, while we were in the member services lounge, they had some. It was like a grilled beef on a grilled beef kebab, basically. No veggies, just the meat, and then some really crispy chicken wings, no sauce again. So I had a little bit of that too earlier tonight. So that was my meals today. Had a snack at the airport of pepper jack cheese and hard salami. So not perfect, but pretty decent. So day one, being at 250 pounds, I think has been pretty good. It hasn't been a perfect carnivore diet, definitely not a lion diet, but I feel good about it. I'm a little nervous that I don't know if I drank as much water as I normally do. So here in Mexico, my wife and I, regardless of the resort we're at or anything else, we typically don't just drink the water. It's all bottled water that we drink while we're here, just to be on the safe side from, bacteria and parasites and getting sick. So don't drink quite as much water while I'm here, but it's also much more humid here. Obviously, I mean, we're right on that's the ocean right back there. So, hopefully I don't get too much cramping. I do have my electrolytes and everything. I've got my electrolytes in my bag ready to go on the boat tomorrow. I will be diving tomorrow. They're picking me up 8 a.m. off the pier, which is only about 100 yards from my room here. So, yeah. Today was a good day. Today was super, super exciting, starting with the 250.0. I couldn't believe it was dead on the number, but it was, and now I'm ready to enjoy my vacation, and then come back and decide what my next goal is, decide what the next target date is, and keep going, because my long-term goal is 190 pounds. And I feel that targeting that by the end of the year is very much doable. That will equate to 140 pounds lost in basically 10 months. I'm little over 4 months, 4.5 months, 4 months and 10 days into it right now, and I've lost 82.6 pounds. So the next 60, gives me 10 pounds a month. And I forget the YouTube name on there, but has thrown down the challenge for me to lose 10 pounds before he loses 10 pounds. And we have a 3-week limit on it. So we'll see how I do with that, especially with, being here at the resort for 8 days. That competition is not the first priority of me for the next 8 days. Next 8 days is to spend time, enjoy my time with my wife here, celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary, and then I have a birthday coming up at the end of the trip. Getting some diving in, driving the island, and potentially looking for what area we might want to retire to. So that's where we're at right now, and I feel really good about it, and yeah, couldn't be happier. So tomorrow night's video, I'm going to try and do it during the daylight. Actually have the beautiful ocean behind me as a backdrop. It is raining a lot here. It's supposed to be raining every day while we're here. It only rained a little bit while we've been here so far, but tropical storm just came through, hit 700 miles from here is where it hit land. But it definitely affects the whole region. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's what I want to share with you today. And yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow.